All right. You there, SD?
I'm here. I'm excited for the show tonight.
Me too, man. And this is the pre-show going on right now. So we're just getting stuff set up. I got my silver out. You get your silver out, man?
I got some silver out.
You
You
got
know
some
I got.
really nice silver out, man.
Yeah, I had some fun pouring. My
Wow.
furnace broke. I
Yep. Smog
talked
is
about
no
it.
more. Yep.
It's dead, but what I did was the silver that actually broke my furnace, I
Reclaimed it.
tore open the furnace, I reclaimed it and
Yeah.
I remelted it into a special series which I'm auctioning off tomorrow.
Oh,
It's
that's
called
cool.
it's the Smog Killer series, limited to only 5 pieces.
That's
So that
awesome.
yeah, that's gonna be
See,
crazy.
that's one thing I love about you, man. You know, you turn like issues, problems, hurdles into opportunities. You do that time and time again. I love that.
I appreciate it. I'm excited about it, but I'm also excited to do the show tonight
I
because we're
know.
talking about premiums and there's
Yeah.
a lot of info
Hot
to cover.
topic. You're right. You're right. This may heat some people up because there's some passion behind this one, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, like the premiums have varied so much in the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen super low premiums, even on Eagles, and then obviously the premiums now are ridiculous. So we'll talk about that, of
Yep. We
course.
will. We will. We'll get into all that. Um, I picked up that piece from last time that you told me to get, the infinity round. I
Hmm.
have it on my desk now, so I'm like, oh, that was the right move, dude. Thank you for tipping me off on that.
Yeah, no problem. That's a smoking piece.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. I don't know when they're going to release the second one in the series. If they do it like
Yeah.
World of Dragons, which was I know that was JM, but it was like I think 4 months apart.
Really?
So maybe towards middle of summer we'll see the second release of those. I don't
Okay.
know if they're doing two a year or what they're going to do, but I imagine they'll bump up the release because the first one sold out so fast.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to it. Did Jake at Hero Bullion tell you it was going to be really lit? The second one?
Oh, I know it's going to be insane. I've talked to
Oh.
the guys who are doing the design, and
Ooh.
I can't get into it, but it's going to be ridiculously cool.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I will definitely grab that one.
So there's a lot of friends in the chat. Silver
Mm-hmm.
Scorpion, Michael the Archangel, Numismatics. You've been around forever. What's up, dude? Let's see. John W. What's up? Jenny's here. Reed Lead. Spencer Casey. Yeah, lots of friends. Welcome. We are over 100 people in the house. So everyone
Woo.
smash that thumbs up for Yankee stacking if you haven't hit the thumbs up yet. And it's going to be a fun show.
Sure is. Hey, I have slow mode on. Should I just release the hounds? Let them go wild?
Release it. Let them go
I
wild.
know. I feel bad. Let's disable slow mode. There we go. We'll see what happens when Numismatics release me.
Slow mode is off. Chat away.
Woo. Here we go. Release the Kraken.
Now we can chat.
Now,
Yeah,
now
I
we can
mean,
chat.
we're probably going to get to. So, if people haven't been to these shows, we're going to
Mm.
welcome everyone, do the
Yep.
intro, but then we're going to do the meat of the show and
Mhm.
we'll get to your questions and the giveaway at the end.
Good point. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll do a few more shout outs after we show some bling on our table.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And speaking of bling, you've been picking up a lot of gold, dude.
Oh man, this is Silver Pro, so I don't know if they'll let me show my gold, but yeah, I got another one coming. I just bought another ouncer today.
Wow. Is it Britannia or what? Which one?
No, I already had the Britannia. I got that
Okay.
the other day, and now I'm getting the. Well, should I say it? I don't know.
Say it.
The Philharmonic.
Ah,
Yeah, going around the
with
world. Going around the world.
Dude, with the plain edge.
I know. Well, actually, no.
So
the one
weird.
ounce. The 1 ounce isn't plain.
Oh, the
1
gold
ounce?
version is reeded.
Yeah. It's
Weird. I wonder.
rated.
Oh, yeah. I'm starting to remember.
Yep.
They decided to do the silver in plain in case elderly stackers got confused with poor eyesight. They could feel it and tell if it was a silver or gold.
Are you trying to tease me, man?
No. That's what they actually said.
Oh,
the mint said that.
Okay. No, I agree with you.
The Austrian mint.
Oh, wow, that is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I see Plumber Stacker in the house. Guys, he is almost to that magic 1,000 sub.
Woo!
We'll talk on the other side, all right, Plumber? After we've we have a great giveaways tonight. 2 beautiful 1-ounce silver coins. So you're going to enjoy that. All right, let's get the show on the road. What do you think?
I'm ready to kick it off, Yankee. Let's do it.
Let's do this. Welcome, everyone, to Silver Pros. Good to see you. Got a lot of people in the house here. Who's sponsoring the video? Michael Proofer. Right there in the middle, you'll see it. Sponsored by Hero Bullion.
Hero Bullion. Sponsoring the video. Yeah, and we're going to have a lot of fun. 150 people in the house now. Remember to smash that thumbs up. We will get to all of your questions towards the end of the video, and we'll be doing the giveaway at the end. So you got to stick around.
Absolutely. Scott Kahala, Stack Boy, John W., Delco Time, Casey Martz, Frank Caviglia. Boy, did I butcher that? Sorry. Delusional, the Rusty Fisherman is in here. Yankee. Ace Pian R, Doug Ford, Love Button. Yes, Love Button just smashed it. I appreciate that very much. Douglas Norton. Man, we got a lot of people in here. In fact, if this is the first time you've been on a Silver Pros live stream, please put a 1 in the chat. Very curious to see that.
It's pretty cool to actually be live because I'm sure a lot of people have seen the videos now. We've done 4 videos of the streams, but it's even cooler to watch it live because we can answer your questions.
Yep.
And you can maybe win some free silver.
Free silver. Now, actually, I don't have... Should I show the free silver right now? What do you think?
Yeah. Show it off. Let's see what we're going to win, Yankee.
I know. And by the way, Little Sax just walked by and stopped and pointed at that Mando pour. Dude, what do you think, Little Sax? That is lit.
Is that pretty dope?
It is amazing.
Yeah, it's battle worn. It's a new way I'm actually finishing them where they're darker. It's a really dark silver.
That is the way to go, dude.
Check it out. Check out the weight on that. It's a fatty 5.5 troy ounces. Man. If you want to get the Mandalorian hand cast piece, you got to be at my auction tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Be there or miss out. All right, actually, let me just show you guys real quick here. So Hero Bullion, Jake, is going to be mailing out a 2020 British Silver Britannia 1-ounce silver coins right there. It says out of stock, but don't let that slow you down. If you win it, you get it. And this one over here, the Silver Kangaroo, this pre-sale is starting, in what, 7 days? You want to get in on that?
1 week.
Right. So he has a few. He said, Yankee, I do have some, but we'll launch it on the 15th, and he's going to give a lucky winner one of these 1-ounce coins. So the winner, I think it's winner take all, dude, right? Gets both.
Yeah.
We got one person. One person's going to get both Britannia and Austrian.
I actually have them. I have the 2021s. So I mean, I could when we do the giveaway, okay, I'll show the ones I have.
Physically show it. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So yes, Silver Bullion is our sponsor. They've got some really good stuff in here. Check out their in-stock silver. Okay, and you can just scroll through here. There's some good stuff. It says out of stock, but I think that's because you got a filter on it too. Show on sale. Oh, this is the on sale items. Okay, so it doesn't have any there, but this is the in stock.
Right. Yeah, you got to
stock. Right.
Got to go to the in stock. It is interesting navigating the different websites, but I found a lot of them, if you just click on the silver, it normally will show you the popular or the in stock. So
stock. I think he told me this was just about out. In fact, if you guys have not gotten a combi bar, there are some left. I don't know how many. It would be fascinating if we actually saw this go out of stock live. But these things are amazing. I gave one away not too long ago.
I'll say this too: if you want to give away gifts to like your friends and stuff, these little 1 grammers are perfect because it's pure silver, you know, and it's just a cool little piece. So they're good stocking stuffers, et cetera, et cetera. Or you know, some people buy them for SHTF even for barter.
That would be me. I would not have broken it up. Yeah, but it is nice. So we'll have to check back to see if that's still in stock. But I know it's low. Yeah. Getting there.
Low stock, yeah.
Low stock. All right. So let's see. We've got we said hi to everybody. We saw a lot of first timers. That's great.
Yep.
And we talked about the giveaways. And we did ask in the pre-show to hold your questions to the end. All right. So this has gotten a few people. We're going to do a little segment, if you will, on premiums. The truth behind silver premiums. And there's a lot of information. It's going to be a lot of fun. But at the end, we're going to sign off. It's going to be a soft sign off, okay? So you don't want to leave because after that is the giveaway and we'll answer your questions. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah. So don't leave. We're going to be here for an hour. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you learned something. And then if you want to win something, you'll just have to hang out for that. But yeah, if you have any important questions, save them till after the middle segment. All right?
All right. I think we're good. So with that, welcome to Silver Pros, sponsored by Hero Bullion. I am Yankee Stacking, and I'm here with my co-host, Silver Dragons. And we're going to discuss...
What's up, everyone?
Oh, sorry about that, man.
I'm popping in.
You're popping
Silver
in.
Dragons is in the house, ready for this show. What are we talking about, Yankee?
All right, so we're going to talk about the truth about silver premiums. You know, there's been a lot of discussion about this, SD.
Yeah, premiums are way too high. We hate the premiums.
Here we go.
Bring back the low premiums. Come on. We want the cheap bullion. We're getting, taken advantage of here, right?
This brings out some passion in people. They get heated over this.
Yep.
And so hopefully we're going to be able to shed some light, maybe more light than heat, during this discussion. So, there's going to be some stuff in here that, well, frankly, I learned. I learned something just tonight talking to Jake at Hero Bullion. He clued me in on something really interesting, so you're going to want to hear that. It's a little bit later. But, SD, why don't we just start out with the simple question. What is a premium?
Okay, so, I mean, if you've watched my channel, I do a lot of videos out there for the beginners, so I appreciate you giving me this softball question here, Yankee. No, let's make it easy. Okay, when you buy silver, let's say you're buying silver bullion coin, maybe 1 ounce maple, something like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have to pay for the price of the silver, of course, which would be the spot price. And then the premium is going to be everything above that, right? I mean, it costs money to mint these and to ship them and all that stuff. Or maybe you're buying it locally, but still they had to acquire it. So they're going to charge you over spot, right? And that's the premium. So if, for example, let's say the spot price is $25, but this coin costs $30, then it's a $5 premium. So there you go.
There you go. Perfectly stated. Well done. You're a pro.
I appreciate that.
So let's talk about what affects the price of silver, the premium, I should say. What affects the premium on a piece of silver, okay? The first thing I would have to say is the type of silver you're getting, okay? Is it government minted silver bullion, like the maple that you brought up, or is it some generic round? Maybe it's a big bar, 100-ounce bar, okay?
Right.
There's a difference between, say, a 100-ounce bar and a 1-ounce silver round. The transaction costs are actually a lot less per ounce when you purchase a larger item. So the type of bullion makes a big difference, right?
Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense. Let's say I was manufacturing silver bars.
Yep.
And I manufacture, a 100-ounce silver bar, a big one, and let's say it cost me $10 to manufacture it, right? To pour it or cast it or however I do it.
Right.
And then I also want to make 1 ounce silver bars, right? So now I got to make 100 1 ounce silver bars,
Exactly.
and there's a cost to make all those. And so obviously premiums are going to be higher on the 1 ounce piece than the 100 ounce piece. So
Yep.
that's just a general rule of thumb. Fractional silver is going to have higher premiums. Same with gold. 1 ounce generally have a lower premium than the fractional sizes. So it just makes sense.
Sure does. Now, volume makes a difference too. If you're going to buy a lot of this stuff, like a whole monster box at one time, well then, yeah, you're going to pay less premium usually. But if you're just buying 1 ounce, that can affect how much you're paying in premium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a lot of the online bullion dealers will do this thing.
You'll see it.
Where if you buy in like a whole monster box, you'll get one price. If you buy a tube, typically a tube will be 20 or 25 coins. That would be another price. And then if you buy just one or a handful, that would be the highest price. So it's a tiered pricing system.
Exactly.
And almost all of the online bullion dealers have been doing this now for, I think, like 3 years ago was when sort of the stragglers moved over to that. Yeah. But sometimes, they'll have, just one price for any volume, and that's typically looked at as like a sale. So keep that in mind.
Rarity makes a difference too. If you're gonna be buying semi-numismatic bullion or bullion that has low mintages, you're gonna pay more for that. So the premium's gonna be higher.
It's a semi-numismatic. I mean, it could be extremely rare. It could be a numismatic piece. Some silver. I've paid $300 for a 1 ounce silver coin because it's extremely rare. You know what I'm saying? And so you really got to factor that in when you're buying bullion.
Yes.
Then typically they're going to have similar premiums, but something might be more rare just at a specific point of time. For example, the American Silver Eagles, they're kind of low supply, so the premiums are much higher on those than some of the other coins around the world.
So you could even think about this 5-ounce infinity round and call it a semi-numismatic. It
is.
Yeah. And that is going to pull a bigger premium. It just is. Couple more things. One is economic conditions. And for this, I actually want to show you a chart for some context here, okay? So if you go back to the global financial crisis, 2008, 2009, there was a massive price premium for an eagle. Okay, they were paying like 75% over spot back in the fall of 2008. Of course, that came way down. We saw another spike in 2016. It got above 25% for an ASE. And then most recently, SD, we've seen it, last year, right? We saw it jump up.
Yep. Yeah, it jumped up quite a bit last March, sort of when the whole, panic was kicking off and all that stuff. We saw the premium shoot up. Spot price went down to, what was it, like $12 or something crazy?
I know.
But you couldn't pick up silver for that. No, because all the premiums got jacked up. And so, yeah, that's how it goes. And now, even now, we're seeing really high premiums on certain things.
Right.
So,
the other thing I wanted to show real quick is the junk silver price did something similar with their premiums. 90% silver, constitutional silver, back 2008. Also, you saw it in 2016. These things happen because of economic conditions quite a bit. But there's this last thing that we need to talk about, and that is the market forces. This is guys, this is supply and demand. Okay, basic economics. And this actually, I think, is the biggest factor when it comes to premiums. Okay.
It could be the biggest factor that changes, the most fluctuating factor,
good point.
Right?
Yep.
Because obviously, like, rarity would affect price more.
Yeah,
but I do agree that the market supply and demand, when people are buying up all the silver everywhere and there's nothing left in stock, of course the premiums are going to go up.
Right.
I mean, we just saw that happen, with the whole like silver squeeze and all that stuff. Premiums were very, very high. So,
I think it might be helpful, SD, if we spent just a minute or two or three on how the supply chain actually works when it comes to precious metals and the creation of silver products that we buy. So really quick, it starts with miners. Okay, they're the ones that take the metals out of the earth in a raw form. They separate out the gold and silver, right? They then send that to a refiner. That's the second stage, right? The refiner takes it, melt it down, some raw, liquid ore.
Gets the impurities
Gets
out.
I'm speaking to a refiner right here. SD. Okay, you're a pourer, right? You know what you're talking
I dabble a hair, but yeah, I mean, obviously, when you're refining, how much are you going to refine it? 3 nines, 4 nines, maybe 5 nines, fine for some products.
Correct.
But that would be the next step.
So they cast it. They make these bars, right? And they send these bars to mints, all around the world.
400-ounce bars.
Oh yeah, big ones, right?
Or the 1,000-ounce, actually.
They can send they can send those massive ones to mints. So not just the U.S. Mint, but Perth, the Chinese Mint, Royal Canadian Mint, all the mints, and even private mints. Okay. So they send them in.
Sunshine.
Sunshine, exactly. So they go from the miners to the refiners to the minters. They take these bars, they put them in sheets, they punch out blanks, they then process them and turn them into this, this maple, right? Or Royal Canadian Mint. Or bars and rounds, stuff like that.
I will say sometimes the big mints like the U.S. Mint will buy planchets from a private company. So there could be another middleman, you know what I'm saying?
That feeds the mints. Yes, that is absolutely true. But here's where I learned something, and I bet you people know this. I not too knowledgeable not to learn something, but I learned it actually from Jake from Hero Bullion. He and I were talking about this. After the mints, it goes to what's called a major distributor, or some people call it a master distributor, right? A major or master distributor. And these are very special distributors. There's only 13 of them, okay? And they are authorized by Congress, okay? They supply the rest of the world's metals.
For U.S. Mint.
For U.S. Mint, thank you. Yes, so it goes out from U.S. Mint, say. So there's 13 of them. They're authorized. They have to meet certain financial criteria. They have to buy a bunch of stuff, every month.
They buy a lot of eagles.
They buy a lot of metals. Yeah, absolutely.
And the thing is, we as individuals, we can't buy monster boxes of American Silver Eagles from the U.S. Mint. You can't do it.
No.
You can't. They don't allow it. Nope. You have to buy from a bullion dealer who buys it from one of these major distributors. So basically like the wholesalers.
So you're right. The next step is the wholesaler. So, this is where it can be either one more step or two more steps. So sometimes the next step will be just a wholesaler and distributor. The big companies that buy them up and sell them to a local coin shop dealer, okay? But sometimes the local coin shop dealer is also able to get them from a master or major distributor. So it goes from this major distributor to a regional wholesaler, and then from that, usually to a coin shop. That's where most, 99% of the coins that the general population buys gets them from our LCS dealer. However, again, Jake told me, Hero Bullion, they're able to get it directly from a major distributor, one of those 13. Okay, so
that's good.
Yeah, it is good, definitely. That's something that is a very special thing when you can find a dealer that does that, because you got to think of it this way: when it comes to premiums, the further up you go in this supply chain, the closer the price of physical bullion is to spot.
Yeah, I mean, if you could get it from a miner, it's going to be under spot, right? Yeah, I mean, because everyone's got to make money. That's the whole thing. Exactly. We buy these coins or bars or whatever, and we're like, okay, the bullion dealer's got to make money, but everyone else up the chain has to make money as well. Right? And so the price keeps getting added on until it gets to you,
Yep.
and then we pay the premium we pay.
It's the free market, right? Supply
Yeah.
and demand. Now, let's talk really quick about supply, because we've had some disruptions in supply, right?
Yep. I mean, when the whole panic kicked off, there was the some of the miners shut down. They weren't able to mine. I did an interview with First Majestic Silver. I talked to the CEO, Keith Neumeyer. He's a big player. I think they're one of the biggest mining companies in the world, definitely the biggest in Mexico. But they actually had silver that they refused to sell because the spot price went too low. They couldn't make any money. They were waiting for the spot price of silver to go over, I think it was like $17 an ounce.
Right.
So they were sitting on this stockpile that they weren't releasing. And so, there's been so many different supply chain issues, but it started with the miners, and then eventually the mints. Yep. Yeah. And then the mints, some of the mints shut down, right? US Mint shut down, Royal Canadian Mint shut down. A lot of them, weren't making coins. And so this drives up the premiums even more.
It affected these master or major distributors. All right. They were actually waiting for inventory. And that was a big deal. So you've got a supply issue, a disruption. But then let's talk quickly about the demand. Okay. Retail demand is insane right now. What?
Yeah. Low supply, insane demand is going to be high premiums. But I just wanted to point out the Libertads from Mexico, the 2020s, didn't come out till what was it, December?
Yeah. What a delay. It was December. I remember that.
Crazy. Wow. Talk about, supply chain issues. They couldn't even get their coins out till the end of the year.
But that was
usually
December.
Behind anyway.
That was December. We're still seeing this. In fact, I was talking to my LCS dealer, Tim, yesterday. He said he picked up 10 tubes of American Silver Eagle and brought them to a shop. They were sold, all of them, in 1 hour. Gone.
Wow.
1 hour, gone. What little supply that's out there, owners, stackers of that supply, they're unwilling to part with their silver at these low prices. They don't want to sell.
I mean, people think the price is going to keep going up, and I agree with them. But one thing I will say is that if you did want to sell your silver, you could take advantage of these high premiums and actually get over spot when you sell some of your different items. Like, for example, American Silver Eagles, I used to only get 50 cents over spot when I sold them, and I didn't, but I could have gotten that. And now you could get $3-4 over spot,
Yeah, that's a really, really good point, because I think some people talk about, well, it's not fair because when you go to sell it, you're not going to get anywhere near that. It's going to be near spot. Now, I want to talk about that in just a second, because that's I hear that a lot. I'm sure you do, SD. People comment that I just so frustrated with my dealer when they go to buy it. It's not fair. But I want to talk to people first, though, about an example from, again, my local coin shop dealer, Tim, and what he had to pay for his silver, and what the supplier, that wholesaler that I was talking about, who gets it from the major distributor, has to pay. This was kind of interesting. I learned something here too. So
what kind of a premium is a local coin shop having to pay to acquire silver? So this will put it into perspective when you buy it from them. So what do you got?
It put it in perspective for me. So Tim, he actually drove to Boston yesterday morning, bought those 10 tubes I told you about from his wholesaler. The wholesaler had purchased a couple monster boxes from one of these master distributors. In fact, he has to buy monster boxes. That's the minimum for him, okay? But yeah, he was running low. He actually said he wasn't sure when he was going to get any more because it's really tight. And this wholesaler that Tim gets it from, he provides precious metal stock for 50 regional local coin shop dealers in all of New England. So
wait a minute. So he bought 1,000. He bought 1,000 Eagles, and your guy got 100 of them. So he got he got 10%,
Yeah,
but
I know.
his share would have only been
I know.
much lower,
It's true,
2%.
but he couldn't. That's
Good
all he
for
could
good
get.
for Tim.
That 10
Okay,
tubes.
so
That's it.
what did he pay though?
All right. This was back, by the way, when spot was 25 an ounce. I think we're up above that now. But the
Sure.
wholesaler, okay, bought the monster box from the master or major distributor for 33.50 each. An eagle. That was a what?
Wow.
33. I know. Think about that. That's $8.50 over what the spot price was. 33.50. He sold them to Tim for $34 each.
Oh my goodness.
50
cents
You got it.
profit
50
that
cent
the
profit
wholesaler
on
made.
each coin.
Wow.
I was like, wait a minute, Tim. He's like, yeah, really. And I trust him. That's what, a total profit of $250 for an entire monster box of 500 eagles that the wholesaler bought from his major distributor.
Right.
Now, Tim's going to use spot price, obviously, to help base his sales, maybe a buck or two profit, whatever. Remember, volume matters. He bought, the master distributor bought, multiple monster boxes. Tim bought 10 tubes. You get a little bit of price when you're doing that. But if you go in and you want to buy, 2 or 3 eagles or something like that, again, remember, we talked about that volume, right?
So what you're saying is, if you go into if spot is 25 and you go into your local coin shop and they're selling eagles for 35, they're probably not making that much of a profit.
They aren't. Now, where does this break down? Well, you do have to wonder what the master or major distributors are getting from the mint. I don't know what they're paying. I don't have any inside information on that.
Yankee, come on.
I'm working on it, dude. I'm trying.
Call up A-Mark.
I'm going to call
let
him
us
up.
know.
Yep. Maybe
and some of you will remember A-Mark bought JM Bullion.
Good point.
And they are one of the major distributors, right?
Correct.
So they're straight up cutting out the middleman. There's no wholesaler involved at all.
Amazing.
So they are going to be so when you see the premiums over there, they're raking in more than everyone else. You'd have to think.
You would think more hands.
So
less hands.
So they should cut their prices down, but they're not. So
all right.
Anyway.
Yeah, I totally agree. All right, so that was just a little, lesson. I found that really interesting to me to hear these numbers. But, I think we got to come back to the question. The buybacks. People want to sell, although I don't sell my silver, but people do, right? They want to sell their silver. And we got to talk about what the best way is to see what silver's real price is. Okay.
Right. And you're talking about physical silver, obviously not paper silver, because that's the thing that whenever you talk about premiums, you have to talk about, real physical silver versus paper silver, because paper silver is not technically really the price of silver.
Good point.
Not for us anyway. I mean, we can't buy silver for spot, at least not right now. But yeah, so the real price. Go ahead, Yankee.
No, you're right. The real price. And I want to just put an exclamation point, underline this, okay? There is no connection between silver's paper market spot price and the retail market's physical price.
No connection.
None, okay? You're looking at two different markets. And that really is what's throwing people off. And to really help you understand this, I'm going to show a couple other screens here, and I hope people will get this. When you go to sell your silver to a dealer, they're looking to buy that and then flip it, sell it. But if you go and sell your silver to other stackers privately, say on OfferUp, which I'm showing right here. Actually, this is, pickup distance within, 10, 20 miles of where Yankee lives, right? I'm looking at this, and I'm seeing $60 for an eagle. I know, right? I'm seeing, what else did I saw? $35 for an eagle. Some of these are like AppMex. They love to jump in on here.
Yeah,
here's one.
They put the ads in.
Yeah, they do. They put the ads. But some of this shows you and they're selling them for this stuff. If you don't believe me, look at eBay. This is I actually clicked on the
sold.
Sold items down here. These are sold items. Here's one for $30 that sold. 32 plus $8. This is the colorized one. I'm trying not to look at the ones that are slabbed.
Plus
right?
shipping though.
Plus
on those.
shipping, right? This one sold.
It was like $8 shipping on that one.
This sold today. 23 bids. $40.
I like how they say. Wow, look at that. They say key date.
Oh,
it's
my
not
word.
the key date. It's it's a better date.
Yeah.
I guess.
I
But the
guess.
key date is 96. That's crazy.
Isn't it? Isn't it? So if you're going to sell a 2018 Silver Eagle, okay, today, you could sell it for $33 plus a $4.20 shipping.
How about that shipping though?
How about that shipping? Right?
That's a Wall Street silver guy right there.
2003, 39, $3 shipping. My point is this. That is the real price of physical silver.
Yeah. What it's selling for.
Exactly. And I think that should help people understand, it's hard right now. Premiums just seem crazy. But, I dropped a video just on Tuesday. I did an interview with John Lee of Silver. Sorry, just went blank there. Had a senior moment. Sorry.
No,
I'm an old guy.
You did an interview.
I did an interview. And he basically was saying the silver spot price might not move much, but the premiums are going to go through the roof. Premiums are going to go
That's
crazy.
the thing. That's
Berserk,
the thing.
He said.
Yep. When people keep on buying silver and the supply dries up, then you can see the premiums do crazy things. I mean, we could see we're already seeing $30 silver with premiums. Silver is basically over $30 right now. I mean, I feel comfortable saying that. It's worth what people are willing to buy it for. It's the same with anything, right? It doesn't have to be just silver. It's gasoline. It's a sandwich. It's worth what someone's willing to pay for it. So if people are willing to pay over $30 for silver, well, guess what? Price of silver is over $30 now.
That is the price
of
physical silver.
And we could see it go to 40. We could see it go to 50. We could see it go much, much higher. And that's potentially even just bullion coins, right? Not even specialty, rare things, et cetera, et cetera. Sorry, I'm getting way excited over here.
It's true. You're preaching it well there. It is so true. If you want to try this, test it. Sell an ounce. See what the market will buy it for. It's amazing on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp, eBay, wherever it is. You'll be amazed when people want to buy your silver for a lot more than spot. Now, I think spot is going to rise. It's going to rise dramatically. I think right now we're in a manipulative market. It's artificially low, and it's going to go back up. But don't be surprised if these premiums, remember the premiums back in 2008? 75% over for an eagle? It could be 150% over spot.
Yeah.
Who knows? So anyway,
it's true.
Yeah.
And one thing I will say too, a lot of times we talk about the American Silver Eagles when it comes to premiums, because Eagles are like the bread and butter of a lot of stackers, right? It's sort of the benchmark. But all the other, coins around the world, the Britannias, the Kangaroos, et cetera, those have pretty high premiums on them as well. Even the generic rounds. So it's not just the Eagles. Everything has got high premiums on it right now.
Exactly.
So if you want to buy, I mean, I think you still should buy. I'm still buying, but you're just going to have to bite the bullet. And people get really upset about these high premiums. They get furious. I
know.
But like we've talked about throughout this whole video, the wholesalers are paying more for the silver. The local coin shops are paying more for the silver. So when you're the final, person down the line, you have to pay the most. But you can cut out the bullion dealers sometimes and buy private party.
Right.
But there's obviously risks involved with that, and I wouldn't suggest that for any new stacker. But there are ways to buy silver a little bit cheaper. And so, maybe we should do it. We should maybe do our next video on that, Yankee.
That's a great idea. I like that topic. Let's do that.
How to cut out the middleman.
How to cut out the middleman. Great idea. Well, SD, this has been a lot of fun. I hope we've helped people that have watched this understand premiums better, understand what's going on. Maybe a little, breathe a little bit deeper and realize that this is maybe the new normal. This may be what we face with, and we shouldn't be discouraged. We should actually be encouraged, I think.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, the price of silver is going up. So for those of us that are holding silver, it's a good thing.
All right. Thanks, SD. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I hope you enjoyed this discussion. We're going to see you next time on Silver Pros.
Stack like a pro.
All right. So don't go anywhere, everyone. We're going to take questions. We got a giveaway coming up. And I appreciate all the comments in the chat. Really. Hope you
know what? I got to say this. Over 500 people in the house. Everyone smash that thumbs up. We are giving away free silver tonight. And we do want to talk to you. Yes. We still got another half an hour of the show. And that's the benefit of being live. So feel free to ask your questions. And we'll dive a little deeper into this, right?
Just to show people that might have jumped on, we're going to give away one of these Silver Britannias and one of these Australian Silver Kangaroos. This one hasn't hit Hero Bullion yet. It's a pre-sale, but Jake is going to give away one of each of these to one lucky person, and that could be you. So don't go anywhere.
Right. And there was a few questions. Someone said, Eric said, "Do you guys buy platinum?"
That's a good question.
And yeah, it's really good. I've bought a little bit, but I don't stack it heavily. It's not in my strategy right now because I think that I just don't think it has as much potential.
Eric, I would say in the paper market, yeah, that's a good trade. But I don't stack it either. I don't do platinum.
It's the cousin. Gold is the dad, and silver is the kid, and platinum's the cousin, right?
Maybe it's the uncle, the crazy uncle. I don't know.
The crazy uncle. Some Prepper Chris asked thoughts on buttermilk maples.
I love that. I love it. I don't think I've ever heard it referred to as buttermilk maples. That's great.
That's hilarious.
I like that.
So, the maples that are 2017 and older are known to milk spot.
Yeah.
That's what they're known for. And I
have a tube of 2014s, and they're all milky. I got 2018s and 2019s, and then all these right in front of me here are 2021s, and none of them have milked. None of them. So wait a minute. What did you say about melting?
I've melted quite a few milky maples. I love to melt them.
You're sick.
They're one of my favorite things to melt.
Oh, come on. Oh,
maybe
because of the queen? Is it because of that?
Maybe because I just find a little bit of joy in throwing that in the fire. I don't know why.
Have you ever shown her face as it melts? I'm melting.
I will do that for you, Yankee. I will melt one. I'll put it on my Instagram. It'll be a little video of her melting. Just for you.
Thank you. Hey, Plumber Stacker, thank you so much for shouting me out like that. I appreciate that. And by the way, guys, Plumber Stacker, he is how close are you to 1,000? I just love it when somebody's making a massive, incredible milestone. I want to shout you out. Plumber Stacker. That's awesome. You are wicked close.
Frank asks, when do you think the paper market will catch up with the physical? Man, maybe never. They could keep separating farther, really.
I think you're right. I think a reset. I think when they lose control at Comex and it's a run, I think you're going to see them actually, the spot is going to go crazy. When is that going to happen? I have no idea. But what's going on right now over at the Perth Mint?
They've been releasing new coins. I don't know. Is there something new in the news?
Yeah, they're having problems. So,
okay.
Supply. So when you start to see more and more mints struggling, and then the Comex, I'm not saying the Silver Squeeze succeeded. Don't get me wrong, but I do think there is a slow-mo squeeze still happening, and I think eventually retail investors and other types of buying demand, I should say, is going to potentially push the Comex over the limit. Who knows when that's going to be. They're going to struggle. They're going to try to find as much silver as they can in order to meet demand, and they have all kinds of games they can play when it comes to demand if for delivery. But I think that's when spot price is going to go berserk.
Yeah, very possibly. Someone asked if we've ever seen a dark circle, like a burn on silver. They saw it on Libertads. That's going to be toning. I'm not sure why just those particular spots toned, but that's very common. Someone asked, Steven says, what do you suggest is a good ratio for silver to gold and personal stack? What do you think, Yankee? Good ratio.
Mine has been 400 to 1. Silver to gold.
400 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold?
Yes. Not when I bought the Yankee Cannon. No, that was a unique buy. But since that time, whether it's, the Maple Musket, getting all those quarter ounces of gold or other stuff, I have been doing about a 400 to 1 ratio. Oh, and by the way, I will tell you this. I bought another American Eagle, a 2021.
Nice.
So now I don't have to steal one of the AGEs from my Yankee Cannon. This was always at 19 because I had to say, I hope your day is okay with
Oh, right.
So now it's a full 20.
Well, and you got the last of the reverse with the 2021.
That was
the last one there.
Yeah, anyways, that's gold.
Let's see. So, Darth Larper, there's fractional gold buffaloes? Not anymore.
No,
what was
that
it,
was
1
special
year? 2 years, or it was what, 2008 or something?
Good point. I think it was 2008. You're right. It was. I think they picked the wrong year to actually do it. It was during the GFC, but it was when things went crazy. It was 2008 fractional.
Joe is asking about modern 90% proof quarters. Now there aren't any modern. They're 3/9 fine now, but and that started in, was it 2019? I believe. The U.S. Mint changed over to 3/9 fine.
That's
but yeah, if you go 2018 or older on the proof quarters, I mean, people do stack those. I wouldn't pay a premium for them. Like, try and get them close to spot.
Oh, Jabba Han, Yankee, how do you feel about stacking pre-33 gold coins? All right, I'm gonna give people something that I haven't shared yet, and it's coming out in the video. But I bought my very first pre-33 gold.
Is that a $5?
No, it's a 2.5.
Oh, it's hard to tell with the size.
I know.
Okay.
I zoom it in, it makes it look massive, right? 1910. It's my first constitutional gold, right? And
90%.
Yeah, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of something. Oh no.
I'll say this. Probably 3 years ago was the time to buy pre-33 gold.
Good point.
Now the premiums are going up.
Yep. I was a little Johnny come lately there. You're right.
Yeah.
I was early, but we had a great time back in 2019 and 2018 on the silver, right?
Absolutely.
Hey, Plumber Stacker, thank you so much for that $50 super chat. Wow. Thank you, man.
That's
Appreciate
awesome.
it.
Thank you, Plumber Stacker. Always a great supporter, and make sure you check out his channel as well. SC Car Guy says, with premiums high, are the premium pieces, ASCs, etc., worth it over a generic? Ooh, I would say for me personally, if I wanted to stack, like, just say 100 ounces of silver right now, I would not be buying Eagles. Just for me personally.
Silver Eagles. Nope.
Yeah, not Silver Eagles. I would be buying generics. I would try and get generic bars or generic rounds as close to spot as I could. You are going to pay a premium, yeah, and you should definitely shop around. But check out Hero Bullion. Usually they have good sales.
They really do.
So yeah, but for me, I wouldn't be doing the Eagles.
It's funny because I did a video like way back when I was first starting to stack hard and silver, and it was BU or cull, and I was really advocating getting the messiest, scratched up, toned up, whatever, worn ASCs. Get them, because I was getting it for spot or $1 over, something really ridiculous. that's hard. That's next to impossible now. It's amazing how that's changed.
Right.
But yeah, I would honestly say it wouldn't be my first choice to go with the American Silver Eagle right now. I'm not saying don't stack them, because I think at some point they're going to be unobtainable. And at some point we're going to look back at even the price now as like crazy low. Can you imagine when it's $120 an ounce for an ASD?
Oh, I believe it.
That?
We'll see it in our lifetime. I believe it.
Yep. Ooh.
Someone was asking about these rainbow, the dragon fire bars.
That is yummy.
Yeah, the lighting down here doesn't do these justice.
Nothing on camera does them justice until you actually get a hold of them. Oh, I got some oldies but goodies from you, man. There's some really good ones, and you don't appreciate them until you actually put them in your hand and hold them.
Oh my gosh!
Remember this?
Freed Baggins.
Yes. Look at this.
Oh
that is
my
a
gosh!
Classic.
You know,
look at the size
since
of that thing.
we are live,
right,
there's 500 people here. I don't want to oogle over stuff too much,
right.
but
Let's stop.
Real quick, Yankee.
Yep.
Real quick, I'm just gonna mention my furnace that I do all my poured silver pieces with died, and there was about 25 ounces of silver that killed the furnace, and I reclaimed the silver, and I made a new series with that exact silver. It's these right here, the Smog Killer
That
series.
was the name of your furnace, right?
That was the name of my furnace, yep.
Oh, man.
So there's only 5 pieces in the series, and I'm going to be auctioning them off tomorrow, so definitely check out my auction tomorrow night if you want to buy one of those.
You got it, brother. That is, you do some great auctions. You see auctions in our community. A lot of the times there's some really cool coins and rounds, but you have amazing pours, so check them out. Don't miss it.
I appreciate it, Yankee. I've had a lot of fun pouring silver, but you know what? It's definitely not for stacking. The premiums on poured silver, on the rare, the hyper niche things are very, very high. They're not for stacking, but they're extremely fun. I think everyone should at least get one little ice cream cone to enjoy.
I like that. A nice silver ice cream cone. Get some, but be careful. You're right. This is not how you want to do the majority of your stacking. It's really not stacking, but anyway.
Correct. PE Stacker, thank you for the 10 spot. We're actually getting ready for the giveaway. And let's see. Someone here Patrick asked, can you explain the difference between numismatic and semi-numismatic? Please give some examples. That's a great question.
Good. So
Yankee, do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'd love to pull out some numismatics. This is the Numies, right? So these are special. This is the Yankee Constitutional Silver Series that I am putting together for my son. And it is basically unique coins that show the heritage of our silver in coinage. Some of them are very common. Some of them are like, not that expensive, like the, Rosies and so forth. But I try to get coins that are of highest quality as possible, right? So
nice.
When they get old, like when you start getting into the Barbara dimes, and these are like BU, right? These are or AU.
Right.
They get kind of pricey. In fact,
they get very expensive.
I'll be honest with you. Now is the time to be looking at numismatic silver. Because of the high premiums, I forgot to mention this, but you can actually avoid some of the craziness and just pick up some of the numismatic coins that you've been thinking about getting. They haven't reacted quite as much to spot. So premiums, I should say.
So I will say this, to answer your question, numismatic coins they don't even need to be silver, actually.
No, they don't. You're a good point.
It could be a penny. It could be, a zinc penny.
They're based on rarity. They're based primarily on rarity and quality.
The whole numismatics thing, that covers like dollar bills and other things that, they're just rare and fun to collect. That's numismatics. Semi-numies technically are coins that share value between the numismatic value and the value of the bullion itself. So I know Yankee's showing off these silver coins, but they're so expensive the silver in them doesn't really matter for the value. So those are more
I'll
numismatics.
show one more.
But
because I love this one. This is in really, really good shape.
oh wow, I love the eagle on the Standing Liberty.
A BU Standing Liberty. I'm like,
Dude, those
dude,
eagles
this
are
thing cost
so
me a pretty
smoking.
penny. But anyways, yes, numismatic.
I just wanted to
yes.
show this here.
Yep, semi.
This is a true semi-numi here.
Beautiful.
Because this is worth about $50, half for the silver, half for the collectability. Okay, so that's a true semi-numi right there. So I mean that you can't get more semi-numi than that, in my opinion.
That's true. It can be fun stuff too. I mean, you don't anything that's beyond.
Oh,
I know I got the duck and
show the oh, dude, the Scrooge. Those were so hot.
Remember?
I need to buy some more of those. I love those.
But you pay a lot for those, right? Premiums, especially when they sell out. If they have a low mintage. What's a low mintage for a semi-numismatic coin like that?
Oh, it's got to you got to be under 10,000 for low.
Good.
I mean,
good. Yep.
Hyper low, you're looking
2,500.
You know, yeah. But I mean, for a proof that's not that low, you know, maybe under 1,000 for proofs.
Darth Lauper says most Perth mint silver is semi-numismatic. Is that true? I know a lot of it is. Is
no.
true?
Well, okay, not most. So here's the thing. Right. So I got a kangaroo here. This is from the Perth mint. This is bullion. This is not a semi-numi. These are cheaper than eagles, cheaper than, you know, maples, et cetera, et cetera. So that's not semi. But I think you're talking about like the kookaburras.
Yes.
And you know, the koalas and stuff like that, and those are kind of semi-numi. The only problem is they mint like 8 million of the things, and they don't really go up in value anymore. So
that's a good point.
Be careful with those.
Amber says under 1900 low mintage, and somebody else asked me infinity round. Yeah, here's a good example of a semi-numismatic.
Dude, those infinity rounds are smoking.
Little Stacks has the whole. I mean, he's been collecting up those, and they're upstairs. And he's like, every time I get something that's either Marvel or Star Wars, is like, I want that.
Well, now you got to collect the DC Comics series. That's the new one to collect. Man. So if everyone just getting into silver right now, you have to start buying.
Okay, now
DC
wait
Comics.
a minute. Not as a stacking thing, as a flipping
thing,
right?
No. For flipping and collecting, this is the series to collect. I'm not joking.
I agree. I got one.
It's going to be so hot in like 5 years.
What do you have? A tube of those?
I got a few of them.
Yeah, good for you. I just got one, and again, it's upstairs with Little Stacks. So all right, but yeah. Anyway,
are we about ready to give away some silver, Yankee?
Yeah,
we are. 450 people in the chat.
We've got 451. I see. That's ridiculously high. But hey, you still have an opportunity to win from Hero Bullion a 1 ounce British Silver Britannia and a 1 ounce Australian Silver Kangaroo.
How do they enter, Yankee?
All right, this is how we're going to do it. Your chance to put something in the chat. Now watch them put the word something. Put anything in the chat.
You just need to type words. I'm going to type words into the chat. I want to enter.
Wait a minute. What are you doing? You can't win this.
I put me. I want to win. Someone asked about those Beskar bars. I was just reading. Did you get any of those, Yankee?
I texted that to my son the moment it broke. He was at school at lunch. Did you
get them?
Dad, buy them. Buy it now. I was like, do you realize how much these are? I mean, I was looking at the 10 ounce? The 10 ounce one? That looks so
will
cool.
They will get more.
Know.
There's 50,000 mintage. There's no way they're not going to get more.
I didn't buy it, though. I didn't.
Yeah. It's sold out, but it's not really sold out. It's a fake sellout.
That's a really good point. I'm glad you said that. It was a high mintage. Although they are cool.
Yeah.
That is just so cool. I love Mando.
They limited to only 5.
Really?
Which was really weird. I've never seen Atmex do that before.
Really interesting. All right, so we've got quite a few people in here, and I think that's about time, don't you think, to give everybody a chance to get there?
They've had time, yeah. If you didn't put something in the chat by now, you're lagged way too far back, and you'll never win.
You're done. All right, so I copied the participants, and I put them in here.
Yep, into a note and onto the wheel.
You know it. So all and copy, and we're going to switch over to the wheel so everybody gets to see what's about to happen. We'll paste this in. And boom, there they are. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Yankee is actually in there. Sorry, dude. You and I cannot win this. There'd be a mutiny.
That's fine. I don't care. There's over 400 people got in, so 50 people were too slow to chat.
Sorry, 402 entries in here.
We gave you ample time.
We did. We were blabbing away. All right, here we go. We're gonna spin it, and it's winner take all.
Winner take all. Yeah. I hope I win.
Now the ending is slow. Don't get your hopes up if you see it on your name because it's.
I just want to see my name on the wheel.
Wait. Oh, DA
that's winning enough.
Judy. See, Jacob's probably like, yeah. Even Joe might be like, I got this. Don't.
Oh.
No. No.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, man. Garrett Cochran, congratulations. You won both 1 ounce coins from Hero Bullion. That is just
you got
great,
it,
man. You won it. And don't forget, this is you can email me your mailing address. That's yankeestacking@gmail.com. yankeestacking@gmail.com. I should probably put it in the chat for Garrett. Send it to me.
I said, congrats, Garrett. I said that in the chat, but I didn't put in your email.
You don't want... Are you upset? You wanted those?
No, I wanted to win, man.
I know. Send it in to me, your mailing address, and it'll be shipped out from Hero Bullion, which is really the way you want to see it come to you, because Jake does a phenomenal job at sending out these GAW wins. They really, it is special. He puts like some real cool stuff in there. So I'm not going to spoil it, but if you have never bought anything from Hero Bullion, you really need to check them out. They are
you get the special magnets.
Oh, you spoiled it, man. Yeah, you get the magnets. It's really nice. They do it well, and they ship quick. Let me tell you, it doesn't take long to get your medals from Hero Bullion.
So congratulations, Garrett. If you didn't win, don't worry. We'll be doing Silver Pros in 2 weeks on my channel, Silver Dragons channel, and there'll be more giveaways then. And of course, we'll have a new topic.
I liked your topic idea, dude. Do you remember it?
Yeah. How to cut out the middleman. How to get that cheap silver. That's what they want. That's what they want to know.
Yes. So that's a great topic. All right. So, hey, Little Stacks.
Hey, good
night.
night.
You go, man. Good night, man. All right. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Any other last comments you want to make? Got to go to your pork party tomorrow.
I've missed the last 2 auctions. I usually do them every Friday night, so we're doing a huge auction tomorrow night on my channel.
Sweet.
There's going to be tons of fun stuff. We're going to go for hours and hours and hours, so you're not going to want to miss that.
A lot of pent up silver ready to be sent out, so you don't want to miss that live stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, thank you, Silver Surfer. Great show. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You don't need to put in a super chat to let us know if you enjoyed it, although I really do appreciate it. Put a 1 in the chat if you enjoyed the topic tonight about premiums. All right.
I'll put a 1 in there. I enjoyed it, Yankee.
I liked it.
It was a great topic. I'm sure it'll be a great video.
Yeah. All right. That's about it. Thanks so much for joining and watching.
Absolutely. And I guess I'll end it, and then you can actually end it. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you next time on Silver Pros.
Stack like a pro.